Okay, so hi, Dave here, and today I'm gonna show you a game I played on chess.com, uh, playing with 5 minutes, and we have a Scandinavian. I kicked the bishop. They went back for some reason. Knight f3, and okay, after b6, this is actually already a mistake. I mean, this opening wasn't good to start for black. It's like a half pawn advantage because we just get development for free. But after b6, this is actually a big deal because White can play the crushing move knight e5. At the time I played this, I wasn't aware uh, of this move, but yeah, when analyzing this game, I actually stumbled across it, and I actually made a separate video about why knight e5 is just completely crushing black. So if you are interested in that, just check it out. Alright, so like I said, I wasn't aware of that. So here I actually spent quite a lot of time and kind of decided, okay, I'm gonna fianchetto my bishop uh, myself. I was kind of hesitant to do that because I really don't like this tension, especially since I'm gonna castle here, and my bishop is just my most valuable defender here. Uh, my bishop is really taking care of my light squares, and if he's not around, all that's left is just Swiss cheese in front of my king. So I really don't want to trade off my light square bishop for their light square bishop. But I was kind of hoping that my superior development will help me to outplay him anyway. Alright, so fianchettoing. They played e6, very very good move, and I castled. So now my bishop is protected by my king. And h6, that's a really strange move. Uh, because it's just there wasn't a threat on g5 anyway to start with, so they should have just developed. And yeah, since the knight isn't developed yet and I haven't moved my d pawn, there is really absolutely no fear of a piece landing on g5, for example the bishop pinning the knight. And even if I do that, there shouldn't be a fear of that. So I don't understand this move h6 at all, but okay, it's okay. It's like not completely losing or anything. It's just really passive. Alright, so okay, now just we all know this team. We have a lead in development. They haven't castled yet, so let's open the position. Let's liquidate the center and try to get an attack on the king. So d4 striking at the center. Bishop b4 attacking my knight. And here the computer is already suggesting the crazy move like d5. I didn't play that. I'm not gonna analyze it now because it's just really crazy. But so I played a3, not a very good move. My idea was here. Okay, obviously they can't retreat, and keeping this. I mean, there is not even a pin, but yeah, just if they do that, obviously they're getting trapped. If they retreat, that's fine by me. I just want them to decide what to do with the bishop right now, so I know how my structure is gonna look, and I was really counting on them taking, which is actually the best move. And after I take, okay, my structure is kinda damaged, but at the same time I can push these pawns and probably damage their structure as well. And I have this nice b file as compensation. Maybe I can inconvenience the bishop in some lines, and that would be really nice. So my bishop is really strong on this diagonal if this bishop isn't around. So this is basically what I was counting on. But okay, my opponent just retreated the bishop, so that's good for us. Now we get some more free development in. Rook e1. Again, at this point I could have already played d5, but rook e1, still a good move. Looking at the king, now this pawn is pinned, so it can't take anything. And yeah, so it's already really awkward for black. I mean, they could probably just play knight e7 here at castle, and they're kind of fine. I mean, it's still at a good position for white, but it's far from over after the move like knight e7. But here my opponent played the other really strange move. A6 this time. this makes even less sense since there is no bishop here and my knight. Why would I want to bring my knight here and attack the bishop? And if I wanted to do that, I could actually do so by playing it to e4. If you want to trade, I really welcome that trade. Now my light square bishop is a monster and uncontested. So yeah, this a6 move, just not a good move at all, and it's not doing anything. Uh, and they really should do something about these center problems. But okay, a6. Turns out this is actually already a blunder, and I played the correct move here, which is d5. I spent some time here calculating it, but it just looked really good to me. And now obviously this pawn is pinned, so it can't take. So my pawn is actually protected. And yeah, I'm striking at the pinned pawn, trying to just bust open the opposition. And okay, I mean I was a little bit hesitant to play this, just for the positional reason of okay, if they find some, if they manage to find some really nice defensive resources, which actually don't exist, but I didn't know that. If they somehow get castled and be fine here, then actually it might hurt me to open the position here, because then this is really apparent now, this tension between the bishops. But my opponent played bishop c8, which yeah, that's just another strange move. So the computer recommendation is to play e5 here, which also doesn't look very good, but yeah, it's already like really bad here. But okay, after bishop c8, I was really happy to see this move, because now I was sure, okay, my position has to be crushing. Now there is again no now it's uncontested, this bishop, and there might be some tactics against the rook. And yeah, this is just underdeveloping. So okay, they took with the bishop, and now all of a sudden everything falls apart after knight d4. This is a double attack against the bishop and this rook, and my opponent saved the rook. I'm actually not sure what's more valuable, the rook or this structure, this pawn. The computer seems to also not seems to think that both are equally important. So this rook is just as important as this pawn in this position, which is kind of crazy, but yeah. So they saved the rook. So okay, I cashed out on e6, check, and here they played knight e7. They get themselves into a pin again. Yeah, it's really hard to suggest anything for black at this point, but yeah, knight e7, and yeah, they should have probably played king f8. Uh, and here, okay, I was in some real time trouble actually, because I was even very early in the opening. I was very hesitant to play g3 and fianchetto because of the reasons I mentioned before, and also I had to calculate some stuff about d5. So at this point I was already in some time pressure, which is obviously not good. And yeah, too bad I didn't record it, so you can't see my clock situation, but that basically explains why I missed the next move. Obviously queen h5 is just completely crushing here. There is no g6 because we just take that, the knight is pinned, so it can't take. So queen h5 completely crushing here. I played queen e2, just adding more fuel to this pin. Actually every move is winning here. Knight e5, queen f3, queen g4. They are all good moves. Queen h5 obviously being the best by far. Okay, but queen e2 still like a +5 advantage, so it really shows that this rook was just as valuable as this positional threat that I have now against the king, and or tactical threats actually I should say. And okay, here my opponent kind of got well, kind of panicked they should probably play queen d7, and it's still really bad, but yeah, they just castled. So getting out of this pin, and okay, for a second, since I was in time trouble and didn't really calculate it all, I thought, okay, wow, did I miss something? Do I have anything here? And then I kind of looked at my pieces and realized, okay, my bishop is not doing anything. So let's develop it. Okay, so I developed it, and I actually sacrificed it on h6. And I didn't really calculate this because it just looked like a sound sacrifice, even without calculating it. There is already 1 pawn missing. Now you have 2 pawns missing in front of your king. So this has to mean trouble. My rook is already here. So interestingly, I actually didn't even calculate pawn takes bishop. But turns out this is a very sound and very crushing sacrifice. So for example, after pawn takes h6, queen to g4, and on king to f7, I think we can just play bishop here, threatening really nasty stuff. You can't take that bishop because the knight also has, it's kind of overloaded. It has to defend against h6. So if they take, that's actually mate on the spot. So yeah, it's just over. Uh, okay, so they didn't take my pawn. The best try is probably rook f7 here, and then you can just retreat the bishop, and it's just a really nice position still. It's probably still black is gonna get mated here. My opponent played knight f5, getting out of this pressure, opening some diagonals for the queen maybe, and obviously attacking the bishop. And okay, here I quickly played the move bishop d5, just not caring about this. I mean, I actually care about it. So now if they take, I can take with check, and then actually it's gonna be made. So let's just let me show that real quick. So now we take with check, and rook here is the only move already. It's already almost made. And here there is actually a really nice checkmate. If you want, you can pause the video and try to find it. I think it's like a mate in 3. No, mate in 4. Yeah, there's a mate in 4 here. So if you want, you can try to pause the video and find it on your own. I'm gonna show it now. So start with rook h8, deflecting the king. Now I can get the queen in with check. So king has to go back. Now we just take the rook again, and yeah, it's as easy as that. Probably just the rook h8 is a little bit hard to see, but so it's really just over at this point. That's if they take my bishop at this point. Um, my opponent, well, I'm also threatening, obviously, rook takes bishop, winning the queen. So my opponent kind of just got out of this pin, but well, here is another threat. Actually, this wasn't the best move. There is a forced mate starting with bishop g7. Let's actually see that. So check. Queen has to already sacrifice itself, and that's gonna be it. Alright. So I didn't see bishop takes g7. At this point, I played queen h5, which is also completely still crushing. And here my opponent took the bishop, which leads to mate. And that's the game. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I think this was quite an interesting game with many like some tactical ideas in it. Also, like I said, check out this 95 move. I could have won pretty much the game in like 4 moves. So if you are interested in that, just check it out. And yeah, like I said, hope you enjoyed. Hope you got something out of it. See you next time. Bye.